Hey guys, over here. You, the Forex trader, yeah, come here. My name's Dustin Pass, and I've got a really cool message for you about a concept I call the Trading Trifecta. So what is the Trading Trifecta, and why does it have everything to do with how much money you're either making or not making as a trader? Now, before I get to that, if you know anyone else who could benefit from this message, I ask you to please share this video or just tag them in the comments below. All right, I want to make sure this is getting out to as many people as possible. So if you do like this, make sure you share it, because that's how I'm going to know. And if you like it, I'll keep creating cool videos just like this. Does that sound fair? All right, great. Now, with that said, the first thing you need to understand is the Forex is uniquely suited to accommodate traders who are attempting to follow the trend. But with that comes some problems. You see, most traders are constantly trying to pick a bottom or top. But the truth is, you don't have to get in at the very beginning of a trend to make fantastic money. All right? Don't worry about capturing every last pip. Instead, focus on capturing as much as you can in the middle. All right? Just let everyone else fight over the rest. The truth is, most of us, when we finally do get in the very beginning of a trend, we don't even have the discipline to stick through it anyway. And herein lies the problem. You see, human nature tells us that the market's going to turn any minute. I mean, it can't possibly keep going, right? In fact, I want you to think about this. If you're in a trade and you show some profit, do you find it hard to stay in the trade? I mean, do you feel like any minute it's going to turn, it's going to reverse against you and take all that money back? So what happens? We end up closing our trades way too early, and we end up missing out on the majority of the move. Now, this is a direct result of fear, all right? And we combine that with this instinct we have of self-preservation. This natural instinct is robbing you of profit. All right, so whether it's trying to time your entry or optimize our exit, this instinct to go against the flow is constantly working against us. I can't tell you why, just that it is. Now that said, once we do catch the top or the bottom, because we're so used to expecting a reversal, we end up not holding our position long enough to make any decent money. All right, and I want to share a story with you about a guy, we'll call him Larry. All right, he was walking through the casino, and as he approached the roulette table, he noticed that the last dozen or so numbers were all on black. All right? The last dozen rolls had all landed on black. Now, it seemed as if he wasn't the only one who had noticed this. In fact, by the time that he got there, there were dozens of people just crowding the table, all in anticipation of what was going on. They wanted to see what was going to happen. I mean, can you imagine this? I mean, everyone's betting on red. I mean, come on. It's been black over a dozen times. How long can this go on? Definitely not forever, right? I mean, at least that's what everyone's thinking. They're like, this has got to end. And at this point, there are like thousands of dollars on the table, all of it on red. In fact, no one bet on black. When 24 black numbers in a row came and went, there's nearly $20,000 on the table. Still, everyone's betting on red. No one can believe it. At this point, they're in shock. I mean, can you imagine, guys? Can you imagine just the nervous chatter and excitement going on about how this just can't be possible? It's got to be red. You know, it's got to change. When they passed the 24 spins, that's 24 spins in a row. To be clear, it took the casino staff nearly 10 minutes to get all the money they made off the table. And of course, for all the additional bets to be made. After nearly 30 spins, red finally pops up. Now, you would expect massive cheering at this point, right? Like just money going in the air, people jumping around, but no one had any money left. They had all lost it under the notion that it just couldn't keep on like that. And when asked, the pit boss said that he sees it all the time. In fact, he said he's seen it go well into 40 plus spins in a row on both black and red. And he said no one ever bets with it. They always try to fade it. So you see, it's human nature to go against the market. And I've learned over the years, guys, that arguing with the market, it gets you nowhere. In fact, more times than not, you're going to end up losing. So what I want to do now is talk about the Trading Trifecta. And it's essentially 3 simple steps that are going to help traders avoid everything we just discussed and begin to turn trading accounts into cash-making machines. All right, now the first is knowing what side of the market to be on. Now the market's much more forgiving when you're trading with it. And what does this mean? It means if you do make a mistake, and we all do make mistakes, that your chances of success are much better. In fact, they're really, really good. So the first thing I want to share with you is how I identify in my managed accounts what side of the market to trade on. Next, it's key to find a way to filter out the chop that can occur at the beginning and the end of these trends. All right, this chop, it can go on for days and days. And when you're trying to catch a trend, especially in the early stages, a sideways market can prove to be rather challenging and ultimately decrease the quality of your overall results. All right. Now, I've actually developed a method for easily filtering out all this noise, and I want to share it with you. In fact, I want to share with you exactly how I do this. Now, the third thing is having a clear method of exiting a trade, and this method needs to satisfy your urge to take that profit early, like in the beginning when you see it, but it needs to force you to hold a portion of it for these extended targets. And this is going to make sure that you reap the benefits of these trends when you do finally catch them. Because let's be honest, guys, trading is addictive, and no one likes to just sit and watch a trade, even if it's profitable. In fact, when it's profitable, that's when it's the hardest to watch. All right, because we don't want to just leave it alone. What you really want to do is close it. You want to grab that money, right? And then you want to go looking for another trade. But when we do this, we're just robbing ourselves. So the third component of the trading trifecta is a targeting system that I've developed that's going to ensure that you get the most out of every trade. All right, so now there should be a button or a link either at the top or the bottom of this page. When you click over, I'm going to send you these 3 simple steps that I've used to manage millions of dollars of client funds. I'm going to walk you through exactly how I've tackled all these issues that we just discussed and how you can begin to implement these same tactics in your own trading. Additionally, guys, I want to introduce you to a trader that I've got here on staff. I think you're going to love him. All right, he's a real trading professional. I've seen him go on streaks of 20, 30, 40, even 50 trades in a row without a loss. And he loves sharing how he does this so much that each day he records a new training video, and it's got his analysis of the markets and any trade setups that he's going to be trading that day. And he's actually going to send this out to you for free. All right? All you have to do is to click on the button and enter your name and email. That's it, guys. Listen, unless you take action right now, a year from now, you're likely going to be in the same financial condition you are today. You're still going to be wasting your time and energy and your money just spinning your wheels, trying to find success in the Forex. So I want you to click on the button below. Guys, you're going to be on your way to meeting one of the most competent traders I know. You're going to receive the 3 simple trading methods or steps that I use. It's been helping traders really just finally start making the kind of money that they've always wanted to. So guys, go ahead right now and do it. In fact, if you're not impressed with this guy and what he's going to teach you and all the stuff I send you, I'll eat a cockroach live on Facebook. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to eat a cockroach live, guys. But I can assure you this information is changing people's trading for the better, and I genuinely believe it can help yours. So guys, click through, enter your name and email address, and I'll get all the information sent out to your inbox right away. Additionally, I'm going to have a couple of extra bonuses waiting for you on the thank you page right after you register. So click over now, get registered today.